Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nani. So I want to share a dashboard I did on Power BI. I want to share and analyze the dashboard with you guys. It's just a simple sales dashboard. So I'm going to share my screen now. All right, so this is the dashboard. But first of all, before I talk about it, let's go to the data or the table view rather. So this is Power BI. I've done a video previously. I've recorded a video previously, but that was a dashboard I did on Excel. So this is Power BI now. So this is the data. It's from this data I did the dashboard. So first of all, this data has two tables. This is project one. It comprises of the distributor ID, distributor name, the country, the region, the product code, the product itself, then the sales channel. Then this is the date the product was sold. So then the second table has the distributor name, the date sold, the week, the month, the year. So this is more precise than the first table I just showed. Then this is the unit price of each product that was sold. There are about 4 or 5 products here, different products. So this column here is their unit price. Then this is the revenue generated from selling the products here. The revenue was gotten from times in the quantity sold and the unit price. That's how we got this revenue. So this is the customer value. We categorize the customers in various forms. Like we have the convinced seekers, we have the brand seekers, we have the casual buyer. So they were categorized based on how much products they buy, or how much products they buy first, then how often they patronize us. So that's what brought about this category. So this is their age band, whether it's an adult or teenager or senior or elderly. This was categorized according to their age. So, and from 60 years and above are the people we categorize as elderly people in our customer. Then the young adults are people from 25, teenagers are people from 18 till 24, then the seniors, just like that. Then this is the customer name. That's the customer that owns this age band. These are their names: Tochi, Iwu, Shakespeare Noble, Camilla Sandix, Donald Philip, Paul Okafor, Felix Odunze, and so on. So these are their birthdays. We just took their data to appreciate them and show that we are really grateful during their birthday. So this is the table, the second table for now, and I've showed you the first table before. So from these two tables, that's where I derived the data I used in creating my dashboard. So okay, then I came to this relationship. I checked what connected the two data, and that's if I click on this middle, I'll see that is the customer name. That's the data that is in both the first table and the second table. So let's go to the dashboard right now. Wow, so this is my dashboard. It's a very simple dashboard actually, but it's well detailed. So I'm going to run you through it. So this is the sales reports, sales dashboard, whatever you want to name it. We are all saying the same thing. So the first one is the one of revenue by distributor name. And I used a line chart. I got it from here. So if I click on here now, I'm going to see what Tochi Hamlets made. The sum of revenue. Tochi Hamlets is the distributor name. So this particular graph is revenue made by each distributor. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 distributors. So this is actually the revenue each of them made. Tucci made the sum of $3,016. That's the total revenue she made. And this revenue was taken from for 6 years. This is a 6-year data. So this is the total revenue she made in 6 years as a distributor. Then Shakespeare Tom made a total revenue of $2,856. That's what Shakespeare Tom made. Frederick Lam made a total revenue of $2,786, and so on down to Donald Trump made. That's not the Donald Trump president actually. So Donald Trump made a sum of $1,658 as a revenue for the past 6 years. So this line chart, it will run us through. When you click on each dot, you will get to know how much each of them made and so on. That's how it is. So it's well detailed. This is the revenue, the precise revenue each of the distributor made. So this second one is actually revenue by country and region. Okay, so this is what each region. We have 4 regions actually. We have the Africa, we have Asia, we have Europe, and we have South America. So there are countries, each of these, our customers, our distributor name, the countries that they were located to or they work in. So this is the revenue they made in each of those countries, each of those regions, then country to be precise. Then let's go to Africa. This is actually a map because it has to do with country and region. I decided to use a map. So this is the best graph for this particular data I want to show you people, revenue by country and region. So this is a map chart. Let me go to Africa. So this is Angola in Africa, and they made the total revenue of $2,047. So just like as you can see here, Africa is donated by this blue. So anywhere you see this blue color or blue icon, just like here that my cursor is pointing at, that's Africa. Then Asia is by this orange color. Look at it. Here is Asia. And if I click on it, I'm coming to Cambodia. Cambodia is a country in the Asian region, and it made a total revenue of 1,692. That's what the distributor in Cambodia made in Cambodia. So the third region here is Europe. Europe is the purple colored icon. So let's go to Europe. So look at it. The first country in Europe is Turkey. The distributor in Turkey made the total revenue of 2,856. The one in France made they're all in Europe region. So the one in France made the total revenue of 5,742. That's quite big. So the last one in Iceland, okay, the last one in Iceland made a total revenue of $1,658. Okay, then South America. South America is the blue, yeah, the navy blue rather. So look at it. This is South America. Brazil. Brazil is a country in South American region or South American continent. So it made a total revenue of 2,786 was derived or gotten from Brazil. Okay, another country in South America, we will find out, I think is Venezuela or something. So this is a map. This map is presenting revenue by country and region. So this is revenue by sales channel. I used a pie chart for this one because it's just 3 sales channels that we have. So when I click on each one, this is for retail. This color here I'm pointing at, the sales channel is retail, and the sum of in this revenue by sales channel, I also made it to be in percentage too. So the sum of revenue made through retail sales channel is $10,052 or 41.09%. So this one is the online sales channel. So the revenue derived from online sales channel is the sum of $9,203. And the percentage is at 7.62%. So the last one and also the least one, that's the least revenue made, that's from the direct sales channel. And it's $5,208. That's 21.29%. That's the revenue by direct sales channel. So this is something like a slicer. Is a slicer, not really something like is a slicer rather. So when I click on each of the year here, I used year in the slicer. So when I click on each year, it's going to reflect in all these charts here. The line charts, the map, and the pie chart. It's going to tell us what happened in 2012 with the various sales channel in the various country and region and with the various distributors. So let's go. This is 2012. As you can see in 2012, it's just 3 distributors that made sales in 2012. That's Tochi, Kamala, and Moshi. So Tochi made a total of 3,016. Kamara made a total sales of $2,352. Then the last person, that's Moshe, it made a revenue of $2,047. So just like here, we would also see that Africa, Asia, and Europe, they are the countries that made sale during 2012. These regions, that's where sales were made. South America is missing there. That means that there was no sales in South America in the year 2012. That's exactly what it means. So this is revenue by sales channel. So the whole sales channel was used in 2012. That's nice. So 215, as we can see in 215, is just Europe. Europe made sales. They are the only the only region or continent that made sales in 2015, and it's just with Rose Harris. Rose was the only distributor who made sales in 2015 and is in Europe. And she made a total sum of $2,726 as revenue. And she utilized, or her customers that patronized her used the retail sales channel only, as we can see here, just the retail. So in 2017, as we can see, is Tolani Baji. She is the only, or he, I don't know, the only distributor that made sales in 2017. And that's from Asia. And the country precisely is Cambodia. And that was a total of 1,692. That's the revenue that was derived. As we can see, it's the same thing here. So revenue by distributor name, Tolani, $1,692. And when you come down to the map charts, the map, that's precisely the country, is the same amount. So in the retail, that was just what her customers that patronized her, that's the sales channel they used, the retail sales channel, and they still made the same amount. It's not gonna change because it's just her $1,692. So 2014, we have two people here, Shakespeare Tom and Gift, and two of them, they are from Europe and South America. They are the region. Then their customers rather used the direct and online sales channel. That's what they use to patronize these distributors, the direct sales channel and the online sales channel. This is the amount they made, $2,856. That's for the direct, and for the online, $1,985. Okay, so 216. In 2016, the Africa and the Europe, they used the sales channel, and Donald Trump and Nanny Smith were the two distributors that made sales, and their customers use the retail and online sales channel. 219, South America, Brazil, the region was patronized too, and then Africa too was patronized. Then Fedlam and Richie were the two distributors that made sales in 2019, and their customer used the online and retail sales channel. So that's it. This is just like, and as we can see, when I was clicking on the year, this average quantity, it was changing too. So this is a figure that donates the average quantity of goods that was sold in each year too. Look at, just like in 2012, the average quantity sold was 994. Then in 194, then in 2015, 188, in 2017, 183. So we see how it's all going. In 2017, look at it, 188. So that's so nice. This is just going to give us the average quantity at a glance without having to check Okay, what quantity of goods is this person sell? Like what's the sum of revenue, you know? So this is my slicer here. Once I click on each year, it tells me what happened in that year, precisely what happened, both the specific amount that was sold, the particular distributor that made sales, and the particular sales channel that was used. Then let's go to the second page. This is actually what I just did, like an interactive sales report. I was trying to be more interactive or insightful in my data. So maybe I would be asked the key influencers. Let's start with here. The key influencers. What influences revenue to increase? So as we can see, the revenue increases. Sum of revenue goes up. So when the average sum of revenue goes up, the revenue also increases. So let's go to decreasing sum of revenue. When it goes down, that means the average revenue decreases by this. So this is just like a chart, how it's going. So what's this? So this one is telling us the total quantity sold in a table rather than a chart or a graph. So this is the total quantity sold. This is the average unit. This is the sum of revenue. So these are the various products, the 4 products that we are marketed by the sales company. So this is the quantity that they sell, and this that each quantity was sold. Then this is the average unit price. This is the sum of the revenue. This quantity was sold in the whole year. That's the 6 years actually. Okay, let's go to 2012. As we can see in 2012, this is the products, this is the quantity of goods that was sold, 111. Each of them was sold 11. And this is the average unit price of each of them, each of the product. This is their unit price that was placed at. Then this is the sum of revenue or the total revenue that was derived from selling. Then in 2014, 112 was sold. In 2015, just one product was sold, and the quantity sold is 1. In 2016, these 2 products were sold. In 2017, 1 was sold. In 2019, 2, the super soft bulk 1 liter and the data first stain remover 200 ml was sold, and for the quantity of 1 each. So that's it for now. This is a dashboard, and I think I really prefer doing a dashboard or presenting my data or my analysis using a Power BI. I think I prefer Power BI to Excel. Power BI is more insightful. It has, how would I put it? It has more details. It gives me more opportunity to make my dashboard more detailed and more explainable than Excel. But anyway, if you like Excel, that's also fine. But to me, I think I will go for Power BI. So thank you very much for listening. In my next video or recording, I'm going to do a more complicated dashboard with a larger set of data. This is just two tables. So you get, and the data is just maybe the rows are, the columns rather are just like, this is 10, the rows are 12. So it's not quite big. So I'm going to get a bigger data and I'm going to create a more complicated dashboard. It's not going to be that complicated anyway. It's just the figure that is going to be big. But I'm going to do it in a way that it will be explained, or just as glancing at it, you will understand what's going on and you can figure out or derive whatever you want to get from the data sets. So thank you very much.